Postseason football, Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First and 10. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Allen. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of
On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. It's into the end zone. Touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7. Golden Eagles 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Gotta laugh that one off. And not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And a Mexico City first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP time.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. That one good for 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A first down carry for Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, here's Hurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Jones going to throw on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
For the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
Drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know you'll make some adjustments.
The throw going to full, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
6-yard line.
Shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield looks to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the counter, it's Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10. Golden Eagles 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to move it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking about the 16. Nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got some space here. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Mexico City, first down.
Derrick Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Complete to
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Golden Eagles.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third and short yardage. Mayfield rolling to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mayfield on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Completes it, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Mayfield is going to have his man out of the backfield complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Muscle there as he pulls it in. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jayon Brown in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
23. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third and long for Mayfield. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. It's a window maneuver. And it's a into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, they'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. For the 3rd time around, he's intercepted. Picked up around the 41. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Down to the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They run. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Chubb on the carry.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
48-yard attempt.
Is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They'll start on the ground. It's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing Jones. That one complete to his receiver Jennings. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 7.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Jones. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's Hollister. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jacob Hollister.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he gets a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down, Mexico.
Operating from the gun. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Smith catches left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Turnover on downs.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Strong run, but he's caught out just beyond the 40. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Cleveland, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.